Hi there, it's Dr. Nadia here, founder and CEO of Doyen Leadership Institute and creator of the Take the Leap event. And I wanted to pop in today and shoot this quick video. Earlier today, I was working with a client as we're gearing up to kick off our 30-day revenue challenge next week. And so she's actually one of our private clients who's also participating in the challenge. And there are some revenue goals she wants to hit. And we were just working through putting together our strategy and things that we needed to get in place so that when Monday comes, we can hit the ground running and really make some things happen, because you will be surprised at what you can get accomplished even in 30 short days. So I'm really excited about that. But she just got me all fired up. And I started thinking about, the challenge and just some of the things that it really takes to build a successful business, especially a profitable and sustainable business. And one of the things that I realize and I always share is, one, it takes courage. It takes a lot of courage to get out there. It takes a lot of courage to keep getting out there. And it takes a lot of courage to do the things that, quite frankly, you probably don't want to do. And it made me think of a story so you may not notice about me. I don't really talk about it that much these days, but I used to sell Mary Kay. I was a Mary Kay consultant. I had my cute bag and all this product in my house, and we hosted parties, and I would go to the meetings and just a lot of cool things. And I have a lot of friends that are still in Mary Kay, and they do their thing. But one meeting, I went to this meeting, and we were doing training. So a lot of times you have training for the new consultants by the more seasoned consultants, people who've been around a lot longer, achieved a level of success. And one of these women happened to be a director. And she was one bad mama jamma. Like, this woman was just like, whoa. And I looked at her and I was listening to her do the training, and she was sharing her story. And, because there's those moments when you're in there and you're all hype and you're like, yes, I could do this. Because you're in the community, you're in a body, you're in that room with other women who are all on the same mission, and you're excited and you're celebrating and you're getting all this great training. And it's like, yes, I can do this. But there came a point, though. At this point, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking about my career within the company and what that could look like. And I had this major epiphany. I was like, you know what? The reason why she is where she is, this amazing woman, director, at some point, I'm not sure at that point she was there, but she went on to earn a pink Cadillac. And if you know anything about Mary Kay, like, that is just like creme de la creme. Like, once you get the pink Caddy, you are the bomb.com, right? And so this is the type of woman that we were dealing with, and I was listening to, and I was really excited. But I was like, you know what, Nadia? The difference between you, where you are right now as a consultant and being really new at this, and her as a caddy driving director, is the willingness to do certain things. Like, I just realized that she was talking about her business and her strategies and her approach and sharing her story. I just realized I wasn't at that point willing to do what it was that she was doing in order to grow her business. And the same is true whether you're a Mary Kay consultant, if you're in direct sales or not. Then you have to have the willingness to do certain things. And that's a key distinction between those who make it and those who don't. There's a thing between thinking about it, going to the meetings, hiring coaches, going to conferences, and being willing to do the work. And that was such a major epiphany for me in that moment, because I realized it wasn't that I didn't have the ability. In that moment, at that time, I wasn't willing to do the work. So there are three things that I wanted to share with you today. You have to be willing. And I get it. It takes courage. It takes a lot of courage sometimes to do these things, especially when you've tasted defeat. And so, like, when I was talking to my client today, one thing I told her, I said, you just breathe. You can do this, and you don't throw in the towel. If you're willing to roll up your sleeves and do the hard stuff, in spite of how you feel right now, we can turn this thing around. Just hang in there. So she was like, Dr. Nadia, I got it, because she's willing to do the hard work. And she's like, I don't want to sit around and think about it anymore. I'm just ready to get her done. So here we go. One, you have to be willing to do things that are uncomfortable. Growing a business is, oh my gosh, it is one of the most uncomfortable things, and you're always being pushed outside of your comfort zone. Even now in my business, I am being pushed outside my comfort zone. And if you've heard me talk about my team of crazies, I have an amazing team and they believe in me, and they're crazy enough to believe in some of the things that I want to achieve in my business. That's a good thing. But right now, in all honesty, it's causing me a lot of pain and consternation because they're crazy enough to believe in the things that I believe in. So they are pushing me all the way outside of my comfort zone. And there were days when I'm like, I had an attitude and I didn't like them too much. And I was like, why? Why did I invite y'all to be part of my team? I just want y'all to go away. But I know that in order for me to be successful, in order for me to achieve the goals that I need and I desire to achieve, I have to be willing to move outside of my comfort zone. So, are you willing? The second thing is you have to be willing to face rejection. Just, there's no way to sugarcoat it. You have to be willing. There's a willingness to face rejection. And many times we shrink back because we don't want anyone to tell us no. We don't want to be turned down. We don't want to deal and process the emotions that may bring up if we are rejected. But the truth is, if you're going to get out there and really achieve those big dreams and that big vision, rejection is probably possible. It's probably going to happen more times than you even care to talk about. And when I threw out there to set a goal to get 100 no's, most people look at me like I've just lost my ever-loving mind, because it's like, why on earth, Dr. Nadia, would you invite me to put myself out there that many times to get rejected? A couple of reasons. One, because rejection is inevitable. No matter how many times you try to avoid it, it's just part of the process. Two, it's not that it's personal, especially in business. It's not personal. Well, this is not dating. That's a whole nother conversation. But you have to get out there and do this. But and if you can get past that, if you can get past that fear of being rejected, let me tell you, there's some really good stuff on the other side. People who've gone through the challenge have come back and said, Dr. Nadia, I will never look at no the same way again, because moving through the no's is what gets you to your yes, and it gets you to your ultimate goal. And you really do build up those muscles, and you learn to deal with all the emotions that come up. I teach this stuff. I live this stuff. There are days that I too am just like, oh man, this really sucks. I just gotta know. Like, I really didn't want to know today. I really didn't want to deal with that. I don't want to. But I also know that I have to just keep going, not to throw in the towel, and it's not personal and it's not deadly. Like, it's not going to kill me. Suck it up and keep it moving. And number 3 is have a willingness to get back up even after you've been knocked on your bottom. And, a lot of times in entrepreneurship, we don't always talk about this. The things that we tried that failed miserably, that launch that we thought was going to bring in 6 figures and it barely brought in $6. But, we did all this work and we paid for all this, the team and the resources and the ads or whatever we did. And it just flat out just failed. It bombed. Something didn't go right. I don't know what it is. And we walked away like, man, that sucked. Yeah, but to have the willingness to get back in there is what's going to help you get to your ultimate goal. And trust me, it takes courage. It takes courage to get knocked down on your butt and have to get back out there. It takes courage to lose a lot of money, or maybe file bankruptcy, or deal with homelessness, or have to go back and get a job for a little while. Like, whatever that thing is, it takes courage. And it takes courage to say, you know what, no matter what has happened in the past, I'm going to give it another go, because I believe in my dreams and my big vision more than I want to believe in and live the story that I'm telling myself about what had happened. And so today, I just want to throw it out there. You can build your business. You can generate the revenue you want to generate, whether you join the challenge or not. Like, I would love to have you there, because I just get excited and we're just going to have a great time and going to generate revenue, and it's going to be thebomb.com. But the truth of the matter is, you don't need me to do this, but you do need courage. And if you want to join us and you want to have the community and the support and have some fun doing it, then please, by all means, join us. But no matter whether you join us or not, if you're going to build this business and this empire and do some great things, guess what? It takes courage. And so for those that are like, you know what, Dr. Nadia, I have the willingness to at least take a step to, you know what? It might be a good thing for me to get some support and to have some accountability and to do this in the company of other people to accomplish my goals, then by all means, join us for the 30-day Sleaze to Ease Revenue Challenge. You don't have to be sleazy to be successful in sales, but you do have to be courageous. We start on June 19th. Head on over to doyenleadership.com/challenge. That's doyenleadership.com/challenge to get registered. We're going to have an amazing time. And I'll be there not only cheering you on, but reminding you that you have the courage. You have what it takes, but you have to be willing to take action. Action eradicates fear. And the funny thing about action is it also helps you to build your courage. Taking action changes everything. And so if you're ready to take action and you're like, you know what? I'm sick of being in the land of indecision. I'm sick of sitting on the fence thinking about this. I'm ready to get on out there and make a difference, not only in my bank account and my bottom line, but also to the clients that I have the opportunity and the privilege to serve. Then let's do this. Join us. doyenleadership.com/challenge. We get started Monday, June 19th. I cannot wait. But remember, it takes courage, and I know you have it, but you also have to start with the willingness by making a decision that no matter how uncomfortable I may feel, no matter how inadequate or unqualified or any of that crazy stuff that the mean wolf is saying to you, or those LBs or those voices in your head, just ignore all that crap. Take action and join us. I guarantee you, you won't regret that you did. I'll see you there.